Black beans are more than a staple of many diets. They are a profound source of slow, sustained energy that has unique benefits for the brain. Unlike simple sugars that create rapid spikes and crashes in blood glucose, black beans contain complex carbohydrates that digest gradually, releasing a steady stream of glucose into the bloodstream. This slow-release mechanism is crucial for the brain, which relies almost exclusively on glucose as its primary fuel. Overnight, when the body is fasting and energy demands are still present for cellular repair, neurotransmitter synthesis, and memory consolidation, the steady energy from black beans ensures that neurons continue to function efficiently. Without this balanced supply, the brain can experience subtle fluctuations in energy that may affect attention, focus, and cognitive performance upon waking. The combination of protein and carbohydrates in black beans also contributes to stable blood sugar levels, preventing nocturnal dips that can disturb sleep and impair the restorative processes that the brain undergoes during deep and REM sleep cycles. Beyond providing energy, black beans are rich in plant-based protein, which supplies essential amino acids required for the synthesis of neurotransmitters. These chemical messengers, such as dopamine, norepinephrine, and acetylcholine, regulate attention, learning, and memory formation. The presence of protein in black beans helps ensure that the brain has the raw materials to maintain synaptic communication and neuronal repair overnight. Amino acids from these proteins are gradually absorbed during digestion, providing a continuous supply to the brain when it is engaged in critical restorative processes. This biochemical support allows neurons to maintain their electrical signaling, sustain plasticity, and optimize the structural changes necessary for encoding new memories and refining neural networks. Black beans also offer an impressive array of micronutrients, including folate, magnesium, and iron, which further enhance their neurosupportive properties. Folate is essential for methylation processes, which influence neurotransmitter production and overall cognitive function. Magnesium contributes to synaptic plasticity, helping neurons communicate more effectively, while iron supports oxygen transport and energy metabolism within brain cells. These nutrients work synergistically with the complex carbohydrates and protein in black beans to create an environment in which neurons can perform at their best even during periods of rest. The gradual absorption of these compounds ensures that the brain receives a consistent supply of what it needs for overnight maintenance, supporting focus, memory retention, and mental clarity in the morning. Moreover, black beans contain significant amounts of dietary fiber, which plays an indirect but vital role in brain health. Fiber slows digestion, regulates glucose absorption, and supports gut microbiota, which communicate with the brain through the gut-brain axis. This interaction influences inflammation, neurotransmitter production, and overall cognitive function, reinforcing the idea that the energy provided by black beans is not simply caloric, but also biochemically enriching for neural processes. Regular inclusion of black beans in evening meals ensures that the brain's energy demands are met during sleep, laying the foundation for alertness, focus, and mental acuity the following day, while also supporting long-term neuronal health and resilience. Lentils are an extraordinary source of nutrients that uniquely support brain function, offering benefits that extend beyond simple energy provision. They are rich in folate, iron, and magnesium, nutrients that play pivotal roles in maintaining neurotransmitter synthesis, energy metabolism, and neuronal communication. Folate, in particular, is essential for the production of neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, which regulate mood, attention, and cognitive processing. These chemical messengers allow neurons to communicate effectively, supporting memory formation, focus, and emotional balance. When folate levels are adequate, the brain can efficiently produce these chemical messengers, ensuring that synapses transmit signals optimally and that cognitive processes operate with clarity and precision. Over time, consistent folate intake from lentils helps preserve neuronal health and supports long-term cognitive resilience, particularly in aging adults whose nutrient absorption may naturally decline. Iron in lentils plays a complementary role, primarily by supporting oxygen transport and energy metabolism within the brain. Neurons require a constant supply of oxygen to generate ATP, the energy molecule that fuels electrical signaling and synaptic communication. Iron is a critical component of hemoglobin and various enzymatic pathways that facilitate cellular respiration, ensuring that brain cells receive the energy necessary for maintaining attention, learning, and memory processes. Even minor deficiencies in iron can lead to fatigue, diminished concentration, and slower cognitive processing. Including lentils in the diet provides a steady, bioavailable source of iron, reinforcing the brain's metabolic capacity and helping to prevent cognitive lapses related to insufficient energy supply. Magnesium is another vital nutrient present in lentils that profoundly influences neuronal function. This mineral contributes to synaptic plasticity, the brain's ability to form and strengthen connections in response to experience and learning. Magnesium modulates calcium flow in neurons, helping regulate excitational signaling and preventing overactivation that can lead to cellular stress or dysfunction. By maintaining proper magnesium levels, lentils support stable neural communication, protect against excessive excitational activity, and enhance learning and memory processes. Additionally, magnesium influences mood regulation and stress response, indirectly supporting cognitive performance by creating a calmer, more focused mental state conducive to problem-solving and sustained attention. Lentils also provide a rich source of slow-digesting carbohydrates and dietary fiber, which stabilize blood sugar levels over time. The steady release of glucose ensures that neurons receive a consistent energy supply, avoiding the spikes and crashes that can impair concentration and mental clarity. Fiber further supports gut health, nourishing beneficial microbiota that communicate with the brain through the gut-brain axis. This interaction influences inflammation, neurotransmitter production, and overall cognitive function, highlighting the multifaceted ways in which lentils influence brain function. The synergy of macronutrients and micronutrients in lentils create an optimal biochemical environment for overnight neuronal repair, energy replenishment, and memory consolidation, ultimately enhancing focus, attention, and mental endurance upon waking. Incorporating lentils into evening meals is therefore a simple yet profoundly effective strategy for supporting sustained brain energy and mental sharpness.
Chickpeas are a remarkable food for brain health, offering a combination of nutrients that support both energy metabolism and neurotransmitter function, which are essential for focus, memory, and overall cognitive performance. One of the key components of chickpeas is their rich content of B vitamins, including B6, folate, and niacin, which play critical roles in the synthesis of neurotransmitters such as serotonin, dopamine, and gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA. These neurotransmitters regulate mood, attention, and mental clarity, creating the foundation for sharp cognitive performance. Folate and B6 are particularly important because they're involved in homocysteine metabolism, reducing levels of this amino acid that, when elevated, can impair vascular function and increase the risk of cognitive decline. By including chickpeas in the diet, the brain receives the biochemical support necessary to maintain efficient communication between neurons, enhancing both learning and recall processes. In addition to B vitamins, chickpeas provide a significant source of dietary fiber, which contributes to brain health indirectly through the gut-brain axis. The prebiotic fibers in chickpeas nourish beneficial gut microbiota, leading to the production of short-chain fatty acids and other metabolites that influence inflammation, neurotransmitter production, and overall neurofunction. This gut-brain communication is increasingly recognized as vital for cognitive performance, highlighting that the benefits of chickpeas extend beyond their immediate nutritional content. By supporting a healthy gut environment, chickpeas help maintain a balanced inflammatory state, which protects neurons from damage, promotes synaptic plasticity, and enhances mental clarity, particularly during periods of high cognitive demand. Chickpeas are also a moderate source of protein, supplying essential amino acids such as tryptophan, which is a precursor to serotonin. Serotonin not only regulates mood, but also influences sleep quality, which is critical for memory consolidation and mental alertness. Consuming chickpeas in the evening can support serotonin synthesis overnight, indirectly enhancing cognitive function and emotional regulation by morning. This interplay between protein, amino acids, and neurotransmitter production illustrates how chickpeas provide both structural and chemical support to the brain, ensuring that neurons have the necessary components to maintain focus and energy. Furthermore, chickpeas have a low glycemic index, meaning they release glucose gradually into the bloodstream. This steady supply of glucose is vital for sustaining neuronal energy, as the brain relies heavily on glucose to fuel synaptic activity and signal transmission. Unlike simple carbohydrates that can cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar, chickpeas provide a reliable source of fuel that maintains attention, reduces mental fatigue, and supports overall cognitive performance. The combination of steady glucose, essential amino acids, B vitamins, and fiber makes chickpeas a uniquely effective food for promoting brain energy and focus. Including chickpeas in regular meals, particularly in the evening, ensures that these nutrients are available to the brain during periods of rest and overnight repair. The cumulative effect is enhanced neurotransmitter production, stabilized energy levels, improved mood regulation, and strengthened cognitive endurance. By integrating chickpeas into a consistent dietary pattern, individuals can support mental clarity, focus, and overall brain function, providing the biochemical foundation for optimal cognitive performance and resilience over time. The prebiotic fibers present in beans play a profound and often overlooked role in supporting brain function, creating a bridge between the gut and the central nervous system that influences cognition, mood, and memory. These fibers are not digested by human enzymes, but instead serve as nourishment for beneficial gut microbiota. As these microorganisms metabolize prebiotic fibers, they produce bioactive compounds, such as short-chain fatty acids, that interact with the nervous system through the gut-brain axis. This complex network of biochemical signaling allows the state of the gut to influence neuroinflammation, neurotransmitter synthesis, and even the development of new neural connections. By consuming fiber-rich beans like black beans, lentils, and chickpeas, the gut environment becomes more favorable, promoting microbial diversity and the growth of bacteria that support cognitive health. This indirect pathway underscores the idea that what we eat affects the brain not only through direct nutrients, but also by shaping the internal ecosystem that communicates with neurons and modulates mental performance. Prebiotic fibers help regulate inflammation, a key factor in cognitive decline and impaired memory. Chronic low-grade inflammation in the brain can disrupt synaptic function and hinder communication between neurons, leading to slower cognitive processing, decreased focus, and even increased vulnerability to neurodegenerative diseases. By fostering a healthy gut microbiome, beans help maintain balanced immune signaling and reduce the production of inflammatory molecules that can reach the brain. This anti-inflammatory effect ensures that neural circuits remain intact, neurotransmitter activity is efficient, and memory consolidation processes are preserved, particularly during sleep, when the brain performs critical maintenance and repair functions. The fibers, therefore, indirectly safeguard neuronal health, supporting a more resilient and alert mind upon waking. Moreover, prebiotic fibers influence the production of neurotransmitters and neuromodulators that are essential for cognitive function. The gut microbiome can produce or stimulate the synthesis of compounds such as serotonin, dopamine, and gamma-aminobutyric acid, GABA. These neurotransmitters regulate mood, attention, and mental clarity. Serotonin, for example, is central to mood stabilization and sleep quality, which is crucial for memory consolidation and learning.
Consuming beans regularly provide the substrate for microbial activity that enhances neurotransmitter availability, creating a biochemical environment that supports optimal focus, emotional balance, and cognitive endurance. This interplay between the gut and brain demonstrates the integrated nature of bodily systems, highlighting how nutrition can have far-reaching effects on mental performance. The slow-digesting carbohydrates in beans work in concert with fiber to stabilize blood sugar, ensuring that neurons receive a steady supply of energy without the fluctuations that impair concentration and alertness. The combination of steady glucose, essential amino acids, B vitamins, and fiber makes beans a uniquely effective food for promoting brain energy and focus.
Incorporating beans into evening meals creates a powerful biochemical environment that supports the brain's restorative processes overnight, enhancing focus, energy, and cognitive performance by morning. The combined effects of complex carbohydrates, protein, micronutrients, and prebiotic fibers in beans work synergistically to provide steady glucose, essential amino acids, and neurosupportive compounds during sleep, a time when the brain is actively engaged in memory consolidation, synaptic repair, and neural maintenance. By consuming black beans, lentils, or chickpeas in the evening, individuals supply their bodies with the raw materials necessary for sustaining neuronal activity without causing the rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar associated with simple carbohydrates. This consistent supply of glucose ensures that neurons can continue firing efficiently, supporting processes such as synaptic plasticity, learning, and memory encoding while the body rests. The proteins in beans provide essential amino acids that are gradually absorbed overnight, supplying the brain with the building blocks for neurotransmitter synthesis and other critical biochemical processes. Amino acids such as tryptophan, lysine, and phenylalanine contribute to the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and norepinephrine, which regulate mood, attention, and cognitive clarity. These neurotransmitters are essential for maintaining mental focus and emotional balance, and having a steady supply overnight ensures that the brain awakens prepared for optimal performance. The synergy between protein and slow-digesting carbohydrates helps maintain energy homeostasis, preventing fatigue and brain fog that can occur with irregular or insufficient nutrient intake. Micronutrients present in beans, including folate, magnesium, iron, and B vitamins, further enhance cognitive function and synaptic health. Folate supports methylation processes, which influence neurotransmitter production and neural signaling, while magnesium regulates calcium flow in neurons, maintaining excitatory-inhibitory balance and protecting against overstimulation. Iron supports oxygen delivery to brain tissue, ensuring that neurons receive adequate energy for electrical signaling and synaptic communication. The gradual absorption of these nutrients during sleep provides ongoing support for neuronal repair and maintenance, helping to optimize mental clarity, learning capacity, and cognitive resilience. Prebiotic fibers in beans contribute to brain health by nourishing gut microbiota, which in turn influence the central nervous system through the gut-brain axis. The fermentation of these fibers produces short-chain fatty acids and other bioactive compounds that modulate inflammation, support neurotransmitter synthesis, and enhance synaptic function. This communication between gut and brain underscores the holistic nature of cognitive health, demonstrating how dietary choices influence both energy metabolism and neural signaling pathways. By supporting a healthy gut ecosystem overnight, beans help reduce neuroinflammation, strengthen synaptic connections, and promote mental clarity and focus. Integrating beans into evening meals consistently over time establishes a routine that enhances both short-term cognitive performance and long-term brain health.
The steady provision of glucose, amino acids, micronutrients, and prebiotic support ensures that neurons function efficiently, synapses remain adaptable, and neurotransmitter levels are balanced. This creates an internal environment conducive to mental alertness, focus, and memory retention by morning. Consuming beans at night is not just a dietary choice, but a strategic approach to nourishing the brain during its most critical periods of repair and regeneration, supporting sustained energy, enhanced cognition, and resilience against age-related decline.